Evening, folks. Well, they did it to us again. Let's take a look at the numbers coming up. My goodness, guys. You know, I'm watching this game, and I don't know if you felt the same way as me. I felt like we didn't deserve to come back before. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys felt that way. Of course, I wanted to, but I just felt in my heart we don't deserve it, because the way Vancouver dominated this game and made us look like children for like 2 periods, it felt like. You know, till we learn to play better team defense, guys, we're going to have a lot of frustration to deal with. So let's take a look at the numbers and try to make sense of yet another loss in regulation. My goodness, the wheels are just falling off this season right now. So here we go. All right, 32 shots apiece. Face-offs, 56% Vancouver, 44 Buffalo. Special teams killed us tonight, guys. They were 2 for 3 in the power play. We were 0 for 3. Hits in the game, 10-5. It felt, in my opinion, guys, it felt like they out-hit us 30-2. That's just how I felt watching this game. They had 18 blocks. We had 14, and 18 really good blocks. You know, I mean, we had chances just because of our talent. And they had 2 giveaways. We had 4. The shots on goal. In the first period, 15-8 Vancouver. In the second period, 12-9 Vancouver. And in the third period, the Sabres decided to turn it up a notch and outshoot them 15-5, so they split 32-32 for the game. All right, scoring. Joshua opens it up with his third at 8:01, and then Ethan Bear makes it 2-0 at 9:18, and right away we're playing from behind once again, guys. And Skinner replies. Makes it 2-1, end of the first period. Second period, a lot of scoring. Here we go. Peterson makes it 3-1 in the first minute. And Skinner gets another goal to keep it close, 3-2. And JT Miller, who looked like he was everywhere tonight, makes it 4-2. And the wheels completely fall off, 5-2, before the game's even half over. And then Tuck replies with one a few minutes later to make it 5-3 off a deflection off an Owen power shot. And in the third period, Middlestat gets one who I thought did not play well tonight. I thought Middlestat didn't play well regardless. He scored, it makes it 5-4, and that was it for the game. A lot of things, guys, I didn't like in this game. A lot of things. There's no point me going harping about it because you've seen it like me. I'm just looking at I want to check the box score. I just want to check the Sabres plus minus in this game. Okay, well, Middlestat wasn't even. Yokiharu was off, that's normal. You know, Pilot, he's an AHLer, guys. This is not an NHL defenseman, I think. He's, I just can't wait till we get healthy on the blue line again, completely healthy. At least we're starting to get back that way. Okay, so another loss, 6 in a row. So they're going to have to try to work their way out of it on this road trip. That's all we can do. You know, we're at their mercy. That's just the thing that sucks about being a hockey fan, guys, is we are so powerless over this team. You know, they seem to have all the power on us emotionally. You know, it drives us nuts watching the team struggle like this. But guys, they didn't look good tonight. I don't care what that score says. I don't care what those shots say. They did not look good in this game. Tage looked lost tonight. Also, he wasn't himself. You've seen it. But they were really making sure they were watching him. They were. But for Tage to be blowing a stick and fanning on shots and making bad passes also, like, it just, a lot of things happened that were so out of character with these guys. And I'm not blaming the goaltending at all in this one, not at all. We left Anderson out to dry tonight. It was ridiculous. Guys, we got to start playing better team defense. I mean, it's the only way that we'll be able to hang around this year. We can't play like this and give these kind of turnovers over and over and over. Like, we just can't. You know, I know the giveaways don't say a lot there, but the way there's just bad plays we're making in our zone. You know, again, there was bad plays again. you know, like, and it served the team right that some of them woke up finally. Like, I'm glad Skinner had a multi-goal game. That's about time. I'm glad that happened. That might just wake him up. He goes streaky, as we know. So hopefully that'll wake up Skinner. I think, guys, honestly, going on this road trip might be exactly what we need. Just get away from home right now. Just get away from home, and just go on the road and see if they can unite together and try to figure this thing out. Because you know, even like some of Tuck's passes were boneheaded passes. I was like, what is going on the ice? Like, I'm watching these plays, these horrible passes, where somebody's not even there. We're passing to Vancouver guys. Like, what are you doing, guys? I know everything's a set play. I get they're practicing this stuff. I do. But Granato should really have them playing better team defense when the game gets tight or gets ugly, doesn't get out of control, because just because we have the talent to come back in games doesn't mean we're going to every night. You know, we needed to close the door when it was 3-2, and we just took stupid penalties. Lyubushkin seems to have terrible timing with penalties. That's another thing. I like Lyubushkin, guys, I do. But his penalties are always bad timing, you know? It's like he brought over that Toronto Maple Leaf aura with him, and that worries me. It does. So I'm just hoping that they, you know, they can figure this thing out on this Eastern trip now, because this is getting ugly. 6 in a row. I don't think we lost 6 in a row last year in regulation. I'm pretty sure we didn't. I would remember that. I don't think we have. Guys, have we done this since the big losing streak? I should be checking this, right? I've been busy. My friend had his baby today, guys. Yes, I'm happy about that. That was nice. That was nice. So congratulations, Abe. You're a daddy now. He'll be calling me eventually saying, Wayne, what do I do, Wayne? What do I do? You know, so. Oh, my goodness, guys. That's like, what are we going to do as Sabres fans? What are we going to do? Like, we can't go on like this. We only can hack so much pain. Come on, Sabres. You know, there's we don't deserve this as fans. You know? If you would have told me, guys, this year they would lose 6 consecutive games in regulation, I'd say you're crazy. Before the season started. Before I even knew what we had. I didn't care. We were the lowest paid team in hockey. Didn't worry me. I liked all our studs that we had. Although if you would have told me, yeah, but you're going to lose half your blue liners and start getting some back, and you know, and then start losing some forwards, and you know, then I might say, yeah, if injuries are going to creep in, then all of us we're screwed. But you know what, guys, we got to get more aggressive. Okay, we got to get more aggressive, because this team was, at one point, it felt like taking liberties on us. That's how it felt, me watching this game. They were doing the harder hit. They were lining us up when they were winning. It was really frustrating. It was really frustrating to watch, because we don't have that guy that can land that big hit, that can just get the bench going. We just don't have that guy, like a Mike Pekka. We just don't. And we're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to be patient somehow and cope with this. And believe me, guys, I'm as frustrated as you. I am. I wasn't even excited if they come back today. That's how I was watching this game. I was hoping they would when they pulled the goalie. But I wasn't, you know, I knew they'd probably frustrate me right to the end tonight. This is how that kind of game felt. It didn't feel like any heroics were going to happen. Not when Tage can't even... He's blowing up sticks, and all sorts of things are happening to him, and it's also he just couldn't find his game tonight. He couldn't find his game today. And you know what? Tage is entitled to a bad game, though. Let's be honest here. My goodness, he's had us on his back all year. He's entitled. And he still got what? Did he only get 1 point in that game? I don't even know. Let me check that, guys, before we close up shop here. 2 assists. And Tage didn't really have a good game, and he was a +2. He didn't really have a very good game. You know, maybe because I'm so used to him in that booming shot, and it just seemed like he wasn't as confident with his shots today, and he was missing them, and he was fanning on shots, and he was just wasn't himself. But again, Tage is entitled to that, because he's carried us and carried us and carried us. And how did Dahlin do? He got an assist. Yeah, he got an assist. He was a +1. My goodness, Owen Power was a +3 tonight. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he played better. Owen Power, too, though, has been guilty of making some bad passes out of his own, but he's allowed at his age. He's allowed. You know? I don't know, guys. I'm not crazy about the power play with Middlestat and Krebs, the second unit thing. I'm not crazy about it. I know we have to do it, but, you know, maybe we got to mix around our power play. Even though our power play has been pretty good this year, it looks like it's about to nosedive. That's what worries me. Our power play, guys, looks like it's about to nosedive, and that for us will be a recipe for disaster even if we play well. We need this power play. We need our power play going. We need to keep it consistent this year. We can't have this long stretch where we go for like 1 for 47 on the power play or something. You know what I mean? We can't. We can't. If we do that, it's going to be a long season. I'll tell you right now. The guys can score. The kids can score. We know this. But they can't play defense very good. And that's going to be our dilemma, I think, guys. It's going to be our nemesis. Probably for this year and even maybe for some of next year before our defensive play gets better. The kids have got to learn to play better team defense. They're just way too anxious to pass in their own zone. Way too anxious. And that, I know, is Granato's system. I get it. But there should come a time where logic dictates, don't do it. Not now, don't do it. I can't tell you how many times that they could have had 9 goals today on us. They really, maybe 10. That's the game I seen, guys. Really. We're lucky Anderson's a level-headed guy and kept his cool because he shut them out the second half. I know they didn't get many chances, but what good chances they had, he came through. So I'm not blaming Anderson whatsoever in this game. He's allowed to let in a goal here and there. You know what I mean? He's allowed because, you know, he was screened on one and he was left to dry on 2 others. It's getting ridiculous with our defensive play. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's it. I want to go and celebrate the good that's happened in this life today, which is a new bambino arrived in the world, a new little baby. And we'll see tomorrow. I'm going to try to put up some, I'll put up some videos tomorrow, guys. At some point, I'm not sure what or where, or it'll probably be something to do with numbers because I'm going to be looking into this losing streak and breaking down some numbers, so I'll probably be talking about that tomorrow. All right, guys, have a great night. I'll see you then.